welcome back to the channel. So today we're gonna get some logging done on Hellboy. Left off getting the drivability together. Got it pretty much out. I'm about to flash in a new tune that'll finally pretty much clean that up. It was at 23 degrees, so we backed it down to 15 degrees, and we're gonna try to reach wastegate so we can see where everything's at. Took a bunch of fuel out of it, and just trying to get the bases together on it and gradually work our way up. So I want to discuss a couple things about the F-23. Originally I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have my boost settings, I'm gonna have 4 maps. I was gonna do 12, 16, 20, 24, and doing some research and stuff, like I knew I needed a differential, but I didn't understand why I needed a differential bad. So the limitations of the F-23. So Chat GPT is like phenomenal. Pretty much I was able to get the weak points of F-23, and it's going, let's see, 350 to 375 foot-pounds of torque, pushing the limits of 425. It's recommended that I get boost ramp, solid mounts, and bronze pads. Let's see, drag, well, that's on a street tire. So pretty much the bronze pads is like needed because the F-23 that we need, that's not the Cavalier, they're plastic, and they tend to melt at that point, so you'll lose 3rd and 4th gear. Next, what's going to happen if you do like 450 pounds of torque, send it Dino Hero, they put in quotation, 500 pounds of torque. It says treat trans as a consumable, keep spare core. That's 550 to 600 wheel horsepower. Expect the differential to explode. So with that being said, we're not gonna send it because I want it to live this year. Yeah, I don't want to explode a differential, because if I explode the differential, it's going to explode the transmission case, and that could cause other issues. So I might have to keep them down. It's good that I didn't put the stage 5 clutch on, because I would have grenaded. The stage 3 plus is max level is 515, so that's pretty much good to go off of, because that'll give me a warning to chill the fuck out. So what we're going to do now instead, all right, until we get our hold on, let me close this. What we're going to do now until we get this transmission upgraded, I'm going to look into the carbon parts that's needed and the copper pieces that's needed for the synchros and the LSD diff. I'm going to get all that taken care of in this transmission, and then made it with the, the LSD diff and the stage 5 clutch. Then we'll be able to send it to the moon. That's going to happen over winter. Right now, we're just going to keep it modest, still have some power, but we're going to be good this year. Just bear with me. So what we're going to do, we're going to start with wastegate. Wastegate should be 12 pounds, but we'll find that out here in a second. So map 1 will be wastegate. Map 2 will be 15 pounds. Map 3 will be 18. And then map 4 will be 20. Now 20, I'll probably never use. I'll have that on the special. We'll go over that down the road. We ain't talking about that right now. But 20 pounds would be map 4. And that's going to be for if I have no choice, I have to use it. But mainly, I'll be riding on wastegate. just so I can enjoy the car this year until we get ready to turn it up. So that's what to expect. I'll make a separate video actually showing you guys, breaking down what all that research I found on the Chat GPT about the F23. And pretty much, long story short, F23s are throwaways, but you can get them to hold some power. But they're better than the 6.5 as far as holding power, but you still got to respect them because they'll grenade. And that, like, no lift shifting and all that, yeah, it tells about all of that. So we'll go over that on another separate video. Also, Big Black, my Silverado is gone. I traded in. I got a new truck. For the fleet. It was just more ideal for me to get rid of that truck because I went overboard with that truck. I was going to have to put another stall in there because I had a 3600 stall in that truck. And I was going to have to change the stall. And I wanted to do a 10-speed 6.2 LT4 swap on it. Just pretty much just doing too much. So instead, I got my new shit. So now I got a 19 Silverado High Country. And this has the 6.2 with the 10-speed already. So it's everything I already needed. And this truck is just crazy. I like it. More ideal, more for what I'm looking for. I like it's got the Escalade 24s on it, and it's lifted tastefully. So I like it. It's on 33s. Yeah, I don't need to do nothing in this thing. This thing is fast. 10-speed life is great. Future, will I do stuff to it? You know I can't leave nothing alone, but it'll be a while. Right now, I'm just main concern is just being able to tow the fleet, and this is the fleet getter. We gotta get parts or whatever. That's what the truck was for, getting parts and getting stuff for the house and stuff like that. So, and it's my DD. So that's the new mobile for the fleet. And yeah, I feel better towing my vehicles with this than my last truck with that high stall. So yeah, but for now I'm going to leave it alone. It doesn't need nothing, just general maintenance stuff. But yeah, that's my new truck. All right, so let's get this tune uploaded. I'm gonna throw on the Ray-Ban so y'all can get some POV, and we're gonna get our first login done. All right, so we're getting some drivability right now, and we're just gonna see what it does like and what it doesn't like. I'm gonna let it warm up. Everything over there is looking good. We got over about 70 psi oil pressure. We're about 58 psi fuel. 78% E85. We're in stoic cruising. Vacuum's at -9 right now. It's pretty solid. I'm gonna scope the area, make sure I'm good. All right, I'm gonna start the video over when I turn around. Let's see if we can get it. £9. I think that's gate. I got a misfire, I think. Yeah, I got a misfire. I gotta go home and look at that. All right, just got back from doing the log. Went pretty good. The first bit was kind of like, I think it was probably a lot of fuel buildup in the spark plugs because it was misfiring. But the second log went smooth. It wasn't any misfires. Just on the big end, when it started getting fat, it started breaking up. So I'm gonna let it cool down because it's kind of hot today. I think 9.4 pounds of boost, so we can bump up the boost on the waist. Yeah, we could bump up the boost on the boost controller. Wastegate's at 9 pounds, so I'm gonna have it set at 12 pounds for map 1. So gotta adjust that accordingly till I get it to 12 pounds, and then yeah, it'll be dialed right there. But I'm gonna end this video right here. We'll catch you on the next one.